Hi. So I finished reading this book, The House in the Cerulean Sea, a few weeks ago. And personally, I would have not bought this book on my own because I'm not a fantasy fiction lover. But fortunately, I was gifted this book by one of my friends, and I'm so glad that I read it. So I'm going to share my reading experience, and this is how it is. So the story is about this man, Linus Baker, who is a government employee and he is a case worker. And his job is to go to orphanages and observe the children there and then write reports on the basis of that. Those reports are then the upper management sees the report and then decides if the orphanage should remain open or should be shut down. Now, the thing about these orphanages is that it's not for normal children. So every children who is admitted there has some magical abilities. So yes, this is the plot. And if we talk about Linus, he has a very boring life. He follows the same routine every day. He has nothing exciting going on in his life from many years. But that changes one day when he has been given this case to work on, where he has to move the very next day to this very far island, which rarely anyone goes to, and I don't think there were many people who knew about the island. So he has been asked to not discuss about this case with anyone, leave just next day, pack his things. He has a cat, take his cat, and then leave for 1 month. He has been given this file where the file contains the details about these 6 children who live there and their guardians. So he has also been told not to discuss about this file with anyone, and also to read about the file when he is alone. So he's a little skeptical and a little scared that why he's not allowed to talk about it with anyone. But nonetheless, he doesn't have any other option, so he goes to the island. And then what happens there? He sees the children, he meets them. These children, these 6 children, have some past, and they have been admitted in this orphanage, which is on this cerulean sea. So while he moves there, the description of the island, the sea, and everything is so vivid. It's very beautiful, and I could actually visualize everything. So once he reaches there, he meets every children, and it's a little bit difficult for him initially to mingle up with these children, and also he's little scared. There is this one child, Lucy, who is the son of the Antichrist, or we can say that he is the son of the devil. And people who live near the in the village that is nearby the orphanage, they are scared, and they want the orphanage to be shut because they are scared of this child, because they think that he is capable of doing dangerous things to them, and they think that he can destroy their village, their children, and everything. Now the way Linus sees everything, whatever is happening there, he was also initially a bit scared because of the way he was told about these children. But as he starts living there, he sees a different side of these children, of this orphanage, of the village, of the upper management who have sent him there. And then he finally writes it reports, and sends it to the upper management to decide. But something changes in him. So how that change happens, how his perception about these children changes, I think you should read the book to get to know more about it. Also, why only these children, why only these children are being targeted, and why these particular children have been admitted to this particular orphanage. What is so special about this orphanage? Why this guardian whose name is Arthur, why he has been selected? And also, it's it's something to know that how Arthur gets this endurance to protect these children, how he's still holding on to them when everyone is trying to shut their orphanage. It's so much about the perception, about the things that are unknown, and how we get scared of those things. So give it a try, read this book. It's a very feel good book, it's a very cozy book. And there is this one moment in the book where I think Linus's heart changed. It's where Fee, who is a sprite fairy, she's learning things, she's still a child, and she shows him that how she grew a flower from the earth, and she tells him that she listens to the earth. Earth is talking to her, and she says that so many times there are so many people who just don't bother. They don't even know that the earth talks to people, to talks to surrounding. And then there are people who really wants to listen to what the earth is saying, but they just can't because it requires so much of patience. And she is learning it, and she has not yet excelled at listening to earth, but she's trying. And how she grew that flower, the whole thing was so mesmerizing. For me it was so mesmerizing, and I was able to imagine everything. I think then and there Linus's heart changed for these children. So this is one particular moment that I really liked. And there are so many more moments like this in the book. And I have underlined so many quotes from this book because it has a lot of beautiful quotes also. So give it a try. And I can say for sure that when you are reading it, while you are reading the last two chapters, you will be reading it with a smile on your face. So, The House in the Cerulean Sea.